Yo, it's Chris again. I'm here teaching you how to hit topspin, the most important spin in my opinion and in lots of other really good pickleball players' opinions, especially those that come over from tennis. They know how important it is to hit topspin. Okay? In this video, I'm gonna be telling you what it feels like, what it looks like, and when we can use it at the baseline and at the kitchen. It's really important to hit topspin for a multitude of reasons. The first reason is it's gonna keep your ball in a lot more, okay? It's also gonna make sure that you have an arsenal of different types of shots, okay? And it's gonna get you comfortable understanding your paddle, and you're gonna be able to start feeling your paddle and feeling what feels smooth, what feels comfortable, and then you can start trying different spins. One of the huge advantages of hitting topspin is when you hit that ball over the net, and let's say the other team's at the kitchen and they just keep hitting everything back and you just can't seem to get back into the offensive position. You're just stuck on defense. Huge advantage of hitting that topspin is if you can hit that ball and it starts to go just over the net, guess what? The ball's going down. And when the ball's going down, what does the other team have to do? Hit it up. And when a ball goes up, that's when we get to smash that thing, smash that puppy, just like you're gonna smash this like button and subscribe later. And you get to have a lot of fun winning some more points. Let's have some fun. Spins, okay? Spins are so important. Spin is why paddles are always changing their technology. It's why there's $300 paddles out there, is because they're trying to generate the most spin, the most pop, the most power, the most control. Spin is super important, especially to getting one of the most important spins out there, which is topspin, okay? If you come from tennis or you've seen people play tennis, those big balls that go up high and then droop down low, that's topspin. That's super important. If you have topspin on all of your balls, the chances of them going inside the court are infinitely better. When we're hitting topspin, we want to imagine this paddle as a windshield wiper, okay? Your grip's really going to matter on this, all right? If you have a continental grip or a western grip or an eastern grip, it's gonna change how much easier this is for you. I'm not gonna get too much into grips. What I use is a continental grip. It's kind of a neutral grip. It's right in between the western and the eastern, right? Sometimes the paddle's tilted a certain way, all right? But if you just hold it like you're about to nail in a hammer, that's continental, okay? Go to shake someone's hand, continental. Feels pretty natural, all right? You wanna imagine this as a windshield wiper. You wanna start with the paddle tip down, and it's gonna finish up, okay? Just like a windshield wiper as it moves across your windshield like this. It's the same thing. We're just starting with the paddle tip down and we're coming up. So as we go to the ball, our paddle tip's down. As we hit the ball, our paddle tip is gonna be going up, okay? All right, so I'm gonna be at the baseline and I'm gonna be hitting some shots, okay? Giving you an example of what it looks like doing that windshield wiper motion, okay? As the ball comes to me, I'm stepping up into the ball because my footwork is so good, because I'm behind the ball. That's always the best position you want to be in, is being behind the ball. Being behind you and your target. If I want to hit to the left, I want to be on the right side of the ball because I'm hitting that way. If I want to hit over there, I'm going to get behind the ball and I'm hitting off to my right. You want to get behind the ball facing your target, okay? Footwork is super important, and you'll see right here, because I have the best footwork in all of the lands, obviously. So here we go. I'm gonna hit some balls to Jimmy. Jimmy's gonna just hit them back nice and easy. And I'm gonna show you guys some topspin. Okay, step through the ball. Little bonus one for you. Okay, paddle tip's down. Paddle tip is down, and then it's up. Notice my finish, okay? As I finish this ball, the paddle tip's up here. Paddle tip is up. It's across my body. I'm finishing the shot. It's not a flick, okay? We're not flicking the ball. Our whole arm is moving, and our paddle tip starts down, and it's gonna finish up. And you'll see it's really important that you just get a lot of reps to where it starts feeling nice and natural. Through the ball. Paddle tip down, step through, paddle tips up. There we go, paddle tips down, and it's up. Windshield wiper. I'm getting lots of spin. It's dripping, it's drooping down. Little bonus backhand one for you. Windshield wiper. Stepping through the ball. Stepping through the ball. Through the ball. Just like that. That easy. Don't need to overcomplicate it. You got this. So I've talked about this a little bit in my other videos. Getting topspin, you're gonna want it for most of your shots, even your backhand, okay? With your backhand, it's gonna be a little bit harder for most people. What you wanna do when you're getting topspin, I'm gonna speak mostly for the two-handed backhanded people out there, because that's what I do personally. One-handed is a little more reckless in my opinion. It's a little harder for you, a little harder to control, okay? But it is gonna be the same idea. You're starting at the paddle tip down, and you're coming up and across. Your paddle tip is coming up. Starts down, comes up. It's a windshield wiper. It's the same thing. A good way to practice this is to go hit up against the wall. I talk about it in this video right here. You just hit with your left hand. Hit with your left hand over and over and over. Getting that top spin motion, seeing what it looks like on your backhand side. All right? And then once you bring that, your other hand onto the paddle, you feel how simple it is if you just let your left hand take over. Your right hand just becomes a passenger if you're using a two-handed backhand. All right? So I'll show you just a couple of the backhand topspin. So you make sure you step through it. Paddle tip's gonna start down, through the ball. My paddle tip finishes forward and up. Step through, paddle tips down, and now it's up. A couple more here. Boom, hitting winners over and over and over. Okay, now that we know how to hit topspin, we're gonna wanna incorporate it into our dinking as well. This is a little bit more advanced, so if you're not comfortable dinking already, let's make sure we're comfortable dinking, having good footwork. I talk about it in this video right here. Getting topspin at the kitchen is a huge tool that you can use, but it's definitely a little bit more on the advanced side. If we're not comfortable dinking, then getting topspin may not be the priority that we want. But I said this before and I'll say it again, I'll say it a million times. We're all on our own journeys. The game's constantly evolving. You do you, whatever works for you. So, as we are dinking, okay, and we're all comfortable dinking now, I'm hitting them out of the air because I've been having good footwork. I'm hitting with just my shoulder. It's all one well-oiled machine. All of the fun tips that I talk about in that video. So now that I'm doing all this, I'm starting to do the same thing of what I was doing on the baseline when I was taking those big swings and getting that topspin. It's the same deal, except now our swings are much more compact. Okay, as you move in from the baseline up to the kitchen, the no volley zone right here, your swing's gonna come more and more compact. Okay, meaning we're not using our full arm rotations. Okay, we're not showing off that big old shoulder mobility. We're just having a good time with our paddle out in front of us, doing that windshield wiper motion. Okay, so watch how I generate some topspin. All right, so here we go. Paddle tips down, and now it's up. Paddle tips down. Oh. Paddle tips down, and now it's up. Windshield wiper. Down and then up. Down and then up. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. All right, so now we're dinking. I'm getting behind the ball. I'm getting topspin, hitting it out of the air. I'm still hitting topspin, okay? The reason the topspin is so important is because when the ball hits the ground, it's gonna speed up as it hits the ground, and it's gonna come up, and it's gonna bounce higher, okay? When that happens, okay, your opponent is forced to hit a softer shot, okay? Or they have to back up and let it bounce, and makes them do all kinds of silly things, and that's definitely what you want, is your opponent doing silly things. So when we're dinking, we're getting lots of topspin when we're doing some offensive dinking, okay? So I'm getting that motion. Notice how my swing is nice and small. I'm not gigantic backswing. It's all right in front of me, nice and compact. Okay, so now after we start mastering the most important spin, which is top spin, we then can start experimenting with some backspin, with some side spin, and it can look pretty fun like this, with some side spin, some other side spin, okay, with some slices, all right. However, usually the progression is you want to get top spin down first. You start to understand the anatomy of the paddle. Oh gosh, nice shot, Jimmy. You start to understand the anatomy of the paddle, and that's what's going to help you feel comfortable with this paddle, and that's when you're going to start experimenting with different spins, and then you're on your way to beating me dinking just like Jimmy is right now.